Hello Queens, welcome back to my channel. My name is Edna. If you are new here, I'm a digital business owner and I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm also your sister in faith and in purpose. Today I want to talk about terrible money mistakes to avoid as an entrepreneur. So let's dive into the video and discuss this topic.
And it goes a little something like
As an entrepreneur, you want to look into money mistakes that can cripple your business even from the very beginning so that you can avoid them. So number one money mistake you want to avoid is missing personal and business finances. As a business owner, you want to be able to separate your personal finance and your business finance. What do I mean? You want to have a business account. As soon as your business take off, you want to open a business account where you want all your money, your business transaction to go in. So one of the business mistakes I see most people make today is they are not able to separate, or some of them don't even know that they have to separate personal money from business money. You don't want to mix the two together. You buy lunch with your business card and later pay for business tools from your personal accounts. No, you want to run business, from your business accounts, and you want to run your personal life, finances from your personal accounts. At first it might be harmless, but as time goes on, you tend to be confusing the two together because you may forget, some people will say, I will always pay back later. Let me just use the card, business card. You may not have money in your personal account and you want to dive into your business account or your business card and you start spending from it. And before you know it, you mess up your taxes and it then make it harder for you to track your growth. So as a new business owner, you want to be able to separate your personal money and your business money. So the solution, like I said from the beginning, is to open a separate business bank account from the very day one as your business take off. So that is it for number one. The number two, you want to avoid not paying yourself. As a business owner, you want to pay yourself. You don't want to be spending impromptu, from your business money. So many entrepreneurs don't pay themselves because they think reinvesting everything is a smart move. But guess what? It might seem so, but from the long run, you will see that you will be spending expensively, spending impromptu. If you don't treat your business like it should pay you, you are building an expensive hobby. That is not a business, because you want to be able to know the income that come in, cash flow. If you don't pay yourself like you pay every other employee, if you have one, you will not be able to organize your business. So you want to set a monthly amount, even if it's small, to start building that discipline so that this is money, my earnings from my business, and that is what you should spend on your personal expenses, not just diving into the business to take out money. Pay yourself. You may want to reinvest, but pay yourself first so that for that recording, you want to be able to record that this is the salary that I'm being paid, that I paid myself. When it's time for taxes, to file for your tax, you want to be able to explain in case in future something happen. The amount you pay yourself should be what you are supposed to earn as that business owner. So you want to pay yourself. You may want to put in the money, reinvest into your business. That's notwithstanding, or that doesn't make no difference. But pay yourself first, not to mess the whole thing up. So that when something comes up and you are being asked, how much is your pay? Take home check. So you should be able to say, this is what I pay myself into. You may reinvest it into the business. Number three money mistakes you want to avoid as an entrepreneur is overspending on image. What do I mean? fancy logos, expensive website, high-end office space. So people start a business and they start looking for a building and an accommodation in an expensive location, and they want to decorate their offices, make it look executive, just to show off that they are business people, they are CEO. No, you don't want that at the beginning of a business. Your business can actually start from the house. You don't want to impress anybody. You can have a home-based business. You can have an office in your home. Having an office outside your home, if you can afford it, at the beginning of a business might look executive. But remember, this is the beginning of the business and you don't know where you are going. Things may come up that you need that money for in the long run. Doing that may look great at the beginning, but if you are not bringing in consistent revenue, it's just about vanity spending. It will tend to be wasting resources. But if you have an office in your house, you'll be able to manage that. So the solution to this problem, overspending on image, trying to impress others or to impress yourself, spending for office space and those executive furnitures, the solution to this is to focus on what generates income. That is what you want to do at the beginning of your business. You want to focus on things that will bring in income, not the things that we spend from. You focus on assets. Focus on having an asset for that business. Your brand will eventually evolve, but cash flow is king at the beginning of every business. So you don't want to overspend on image to impress people or to impress yourself, to look like a CEO in a CEO office. So spend on assets, things that will bring more income for the business. Remember, you just started and this business is thriving, to exist and to be established. So number 4, money mistake you want to avoid as an entrepreneur, you don't want to ignore budgeting and tracking. You must track all your money, where it goes and how it comes in. Cash flow, understanding cash flow, money coming into the business and money leaving the business. You don't want to ignore these very important points. If you are not tracking what is coming in and going out, you are flying blind. Yes, you will be like somebody flying blind. Every dollar should have a purpose, and you don't want to spend on impromptu. Before you spend on that business, you want to look into it. If you actually need that thing, does that business need it, or can the business thrive without that thing you want to spend that money on? Because every dollar counts at the beginning of the business, and just because you made 10,000 this month doesn't mean it's going to continue or you will make more the next month. Things change. That things are rosy now doesn't mean it's going to continue to be rosy. Remember the story of Joseph and the Pharaoh in the Bible. The years of plenty and the years of leanness is coming. So business at the beginning could be wavy, full of ups and downs. So you want to use a simple tool like a spreadsheet or apps like QuickBooks or Wave to track everything. You must understand cash flow concerning your business, and you don't want to mess everything up. You want to know what to spend your money on, and you want to be able to define your money, where it goes to, and every money must have a purpose. And remember, not every month, you may not get the same amount every month from your business. So at the time when the business is booming, you want to be able to save. So number 5 mistakes you want to avoid is not investing in learning. Starting a business involves so much. So you don't want to just start a business and assume that you know everything. That is all about buying and selling, money going out and money coming in. Business is more than that. So you want to learn, you want to invest in learning. Like some people are so selfish, they think they can read up everything that they want to know, from a book. But you know that cannot be true. There are masterminds you may want to attend. There are conferences you have to attend. So budgeting for that is very important. It's not a waste of money to learn from experts, from professionals, those that have gone ahead of you, because you don't want to fall into the pit fell into, or the mistakes they made. So that you will know what to avoid and what to embrace and engage in from the very beginning of your business. So budgeting for conferences, for learning, is not a waste of resources. You are preparing, if not for the immediate, for later dates, for your business growth, to take your business to the next level. Some entrepreneurs spend on products, they spend on tools, but they ignore personal growth, which is very essential. It's your business, you are the CEO. You need to grow. You need that wisdom, business wisdom. You need business skills in marketing, skills in money management. And these are very important. We can't assume it. Not knowing how to handle money is a fast way to lose it. We want to know what money is, how to handle money, investment opportunity, and what business to invest in. You want to know all that, and you can't know that on your own. There are people who are expatriates, who are professional in this business world. So you want to learn from them. How do you learn from them? You want to attend training. You want to attend conferences, business conferences. So you want to budget for education, coaching, books, or even free resources like even this video, and even online. You want to go to online and learn from people that are up there in the business world. Another bonus money mistake I want to add is chasing the get-rich-quick paths. For a business, this is not something you want to be involved in. You don't want to fall into those common mistakes to get rich quick syndrome. So if something sounds too good to be true, and of course it usually is. Real businesses take time to grow. Things that will last takes time to grow. Like somebody said, he said, if we jump up, it will come back down. But if you climb, you will stay up. So there are so many things that are too good. They are too good to be true. So you want to pay attention to such a thing. You want to look before you leap. You don't want to be involved in the smart money moves, because at the end of the day, you might be losing everything, or you might have lost everything before you realize it. So you want to focus on building something sustainable, not just flashy, something that will last, that will stand the test of time, something that can be tested and to be trusted. So you don't want to fall into the get-rich-quick syndrome. So in conclusion, avoiding this money mistake will be the difference between thriving or struggling in your business journey. So which mistake have you made before in the past, or you want to avoid? Drop in the comments. Which of the mistakes have you avoided in the past? So therefore, and if you found this helpful, I want you to share, I want you to comment. And please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you want to subscribe. I also want to network with you. Please follow for more practical tips on building a successful, sustainable business. Thanks for watching. As we see you in my next video. God bless you. Bye for now. See you.